Hey guys, this is Stu. This is my entry video into the 75th anniversary Battle of Britain group build as hosted by Charles Scale Modelling and UK Scale Modeller. My entry, as you can see, is the new retool Hawker Hurricane by Airfix. Now I've had a look at this kit and I have to say I am absolutely impressed by the level of detail on it. And I know Paul Bretnan just recently built this kit himself, and he just absolutely raved about it. And I know Phil Flory did on his show as well. For my entry also, I'm going to just do a small vignette as a tribute to the few. I've also got a figure set here, which I'm going to use one of the figures from that. Did you pick this one just about to scramble? So in fact two of them. So what I am going to do is just do the inbox review on this, the Hurricane, and then I'm going to do a separate video for the crew set because I really haven't got the time to get them through on this one in one fell swoop. So we're going to remove that one, guys, and this is the one we're going to concentrate on, which is, of course, the new tool, Airfix Hawker Hurricane Mark 1. As you can see here, the aircraft depicted is Squadron Leader Mackenzie's aircraft, who on the 7th of October downed a Messerschmitt by actually ramming it. As you can see here, on the end, he's lost the end of his wing, but he managed to actually do a false landing safely in Folkestone. Without any injury, and carried on throughout the battle. I think the squadron he was in was 605 Squadron, and they were based, where is it? Let me have a look. I think they were based in, they were based in Kenley, around about October 1940. Oh no, sorry, the squadron number was 501, so I do apologise. Slight faux pas on my part, but there you go. As you can see on the box, you've got two various options here that you can do the kit in. One is of 605 Squadron, which was based at Croydon, and it is of a preserved aircraft that's just recently been restored, and it is in flying condition, which is this one here, UPW, and this is Flying Officer Mackenzie's aircraft up here. The kit number is AO5127. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go, and that's the number there if you want to pause it. Okay, and as you know, the actual aircraft is in 1/48. On the front of the box, you've got an illustration of the incident that occurred, where he downed a Messerschmitt when he ran out of ammunition, and the aircraft as he's going down into the channel, as you can see there, and obviously he's off to go and get a recovered landing. On the back, you've got the details of the Airfix Club, as you can see here. Okay, various warnings on the back, as you can see there. And then obviously you also get the logo for the 75th anniversary of the Battle of Britain, which is starting in July this month, or coming month as it were. And on the side of the box you've got CAD illustrations of the kit itself, where you can see the level of detail on it, which is absolutely superb. And then again on the other side you've got the two colour callouts that you can see there. Okay, right, let's open the box and see what's inside. First off, you've got the instruction sheet here with obviously the various I think the history about the actual aircraft, and around about the time the actual incident occurred, I think. Then you've got the measurements of the kit, the actual airspeed, etc., and the performance of the actual aircraft. On the first page inside, the various signs there and warnings, and then the first stage is obviously the assembly of the cockpit tub and the main wing spar. As you can see here, you've got the assembly of the seat, and then the back of the back plate, which is where the armour was to protect the pilot. Then you've got the wing spar and the side frame. As you can see here, this is the floor of the aircraft with the rudder pedals, and then obviously assembly of those to the actual wing spars as such, as you can see there down here, and that's the finished product. Okay, I'm just going to skip through the instructions rather quickly, so you have to bear with me. Then you assemble the rudder pedals, which are up here, to the main interior. And then last part's the assembly, as you can see there, before adding the pilot if you should so wish. Okay, and as I say, the level of detail in this is absolutely awesome, to be honest with you. Then you got the assembly of the internal workings of the undercarriage bay there, as you can see. And then the main part of it there, which I think is one of the actual main compressor parts. I don't know where the gas bubbles go, I think. And then obviously you assemble the parts onto the lower wing spar, which you see there. And if you want to, you can cut out the wing bays to show the actual armoury of the aircraft itself. That's in case you have the armourers on there working on it. Then you've got the assembly of the MG machine guns to the interior of the gun bays there. And oh yes, you've got the ammunition packs which go inside as well. And more workings like the internal framework of the wing, etc., which you can see there. So yeah, it's all quite straightforward. And then obviously adding the upper wing to the lower, depending on whether you want the wing gun bay showing or not. I'm not going to have the gun bay showing because it's going to depict a scene where he's being scrambled. Okay, there you are, that's the alternate version, as you can see there. And then you start on the interior of the actual cockpit tub itself by putting the back firewall from the engine there, the main control panel which you've got a decal for, and then putting the fuselage half together, adding the fuselage to the wings, and then obviously you've got the underneath the nose which is added, and then the elevators on the wings, as you can see there. I'm not sure if anybody's going to bring out an aftermarket set with the flaps down. I might possibly have the flaps down, I don't know, we'll see. Then obviously you're working on the tail planes, put the two halves to them together along with the actual rudder as well, which you can see there. And then obviously fitting up the radiator, as you can see, as you can see there. And then you've got the actual actuator which used to actually adjust with the airflow to keep the engine cool. And then you've got the air duct there which goes under the front of the nose, if you can see it. If you can see it there, guys, just here, as you can see. And then that's that. Then if you want the undercarriage up, you can do so. You put the tail wheel on the back of the aircraft, and then it's just showing you the positioning of the undercarriage, legs there, etc. And obviously making sure you got the angle of the undercarriage right. Okay. Oh, that's not good. I've got the wheels in halves, so not pleased about that, but there you go. Then you got the rear step there for the pilot to get into the aircraft. Add the radiators to the engine, and then obviously you've got alternate versions for the nose and a propeller. Okay, depending on which version you want to do. Okay, and then you add the gun sight to the cockpit, which you see there. And then it's just the finishing stages of the assembly right here. Then you've got the colour call-outs. First one is off Pilot Officer Ken William Mackenzie's aircraft of 501 Squadron, based at Kenley, 7th of October 1940. Okay. Or you've got the alternative colour call-out for the 605 City Warwick Squadron, based at Croydon, around about September 1940. And this aircraft, as I say, has been restored and has been flown by Peter Wagner now on the airshow circuit. I might well go for this one actually, as opposed to the other one, because I like the shape of that nose. It really is nice. So that's that part done, and then we go through what's in the internal workings of the aircraft. First off, you've got the decal sheet, which is made by Cartograph. You've got all the stencils, the two options, beautifully produced, and a nice surface on it, so I'm sure they're going to go down beautifully. And then obviously you get one bag full of sprues, as you see here. First off, you've got the option with the cockpit. You've got the wider part, the canopy, if you want the canopy open, and obviously the normal one there. And I have to say, I haven't actually taken this outside the box because I don't want to damage this, but from what I've seen with other modelers, it is absolutely crisp and clear and is very easy to mask. First sprue, you've got all the elevators, you've got some of the internal cockpit with the seat here, as you can see. Might add a few wires to the undercarriage, and just look at the pilot. Look at the level of detail on him. That is really super. So there you go. And then obviously you got the internal workings here for the gun bays, if I can find it. Sorry. Oh yeah, the two different noses, which you can see here. Okay. Not much detail on the tyres, but then again you won't need it. Okay, there's the radiators, part of the internal framework, EMG machine guns, which you see there. Okay. Then we got the lower wing spars, which you see there. And look at the level of detail on that. Absolutely super. And then you've also got the lower wing here. Beautifully moulded. Really crisp. I mean, that's going to go nice with the wash, dark wash, when you weather her up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then obviously you've got the internal workings of the gun bay there. There you go. Next is the main fuselage halves. Again, look how crisp and clear those panels are. I mean, obviously later on you're going to get people bringing out extra aftermarket sets to expose maybe a resin engine or something, I don't know. But if they do, I'm going to get another one. There you go. I mean, look at the way they've caught the fabric as well. I don't know if you guys can see it. Maybe I'll bring my lamp over a bit more and you might see it a bit better. There you go. It's really beautifully done. And then obviously you've got the two versions of the propeller. One had slightly wider blades than the other one, if I can get it into shot. No. There you go, there's the other propeller, and obviously you've got the internal framework there, which is really nicely done. And if I turn it around the other way, you've got all the throttle levers, etc. That is really nicely done, guys. Hats off to Airfix, I really am pleased about that. And then obviously you've got the upper wing there. And again, the detail on the panel lines is absolutely superb, especially with the rivet over the gun bays. I can't fault Airfix enough, to be honest with you. And then obviously you've got some of the internal floor framework there. So yeah, a little gem of a kit, I have to say. And as I say, this will be my entry into the 75th anniversary Battle of Britain group build. And as this aircraft bore the run to the battle, because the Spitfire always gets the more acclaim, I think it's a worthy subject to do, and it's a fitting tribute to the few. Because if it hadn't been for those guys, I wouldn't be doing this video today, and we wouldn't be taking our lives for granted in the freedoms that we have today. So, you know, if it hadn't been for those guys, we wouldn't be here today. So that's the particular reason why I'm taking part in this group build. So I hope, Charles, you like it, and you, Ian. I'm looking forward to the build, but I will tell you, I won't be starting it till around about August. Because obviously I have got another group build to try and get finished. So you'll have to bear with me, guys. The first update will be in August sometime. Alright? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, subscribe. Unfortunately, I can't read your comments because I'm still having problems with YouTube, with Google+. So I'm afraid you're going to have to bear with me, guys. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. So until then, get kit crazy, happy modelling, and I'll see you on the next one.